But Meredith, Judy and myself from Sutherland Medical. So the two of us are based in Queensland, but we cover a wide territory here. And Judy's based in Victoria, and she covers Victoria and Tasmania and far north Queensland from her side of the fence. So this is 3 of the team members tonight joining you. And also we have Altaf and Zoe from the UK. We're really fortunate that these guys have joined us, and Zoe's our product specialist who volunteers to hop on in the early hours of the morning to do these presentations, to share her vast knowledge of these amazing products with us all. So Zoe's always happy to do education sessions and smaller group sessions if we needed to down the line, if you've got other nurses, and also for the ostomates themselves as well. So we have presentations suitable for those too. So we just want to let you know, where we are and how this has all come together. So Sutherland Medical is not, as some of you stoma nurses know, we're not a large supply company for many ostomy products, but we've been really fortunate to partner with AMI over in the UK for the whole support wear that they're going to walk you through tonight. So we're the supplier for that into Australia, the sole supplier into Australia. So as much as you'll get to see the UK team, your day-to-day questions and all your visits will be from the Australian team, which will usually be Judy, myself or Meredith. So any questions you need, it's usually directed toward us three. We supply all over Australia, so we've got reps all over to cover from whichever end of Australia that you are from. Tonight, Zoe's going to present to you and go through and share her expertise. We're going to talk about the breathable support wear, which is absolutely amazing. You really will be blown away with how this product is, and especially with the climate in Australia, it's going to make a huge difference to our ostomates over here. Then we're going to walk through the female and male support, the hernia support garments, and also the shield belt, which is probably the most exciting product I've seen in a very long time. And if we don't mind waiting until the end for the questions, it just probably, because there's so many of us, easier for Zoe to run through the presentation. And if you're happy to wait till the end for questions, that'll be wonderful. And if we can all keep our computers on mute until the end, and then we're all here to answer any questions you've got afterwards. Altaf's going to share, he's our manufacturer, so this is his baby, and he's going to share his passion of how the garments came to light and how they're made and all of the ins and outs for that for you as well. So if that's okay with everyone, we'll get started with Zoe. Well, you're Zoe.
So my name is Zoe Bailey. As Tracy said, I am one of the product specialists for AMI. I've been working with the company now for about 5 years, and I work alongside a lot of stoma nurses. Because of that, we've managed to develop products that are not only functional for patients, but are comfortable to wear for their everyday routines. I'm sure we can all agree that stoma surgery is a huge life-changing event for our patients. It's not just physically, it's emotionally as well. Our aim here at Suportx is to develop products that will improve their quality of life and their emotional well-being. We are the leading suppliers of the abdominal support wear in the UK and Germany, and we are so excited to show you this. So what I'll do is I'll let Judy just do the presentation for us. She is in charge of our technical ability. Okay, so we've partnered with Sutherland, as Tracy said, to bring this range of support wear to you. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So as I said, we are a company that is based in the UK. We manufacture here. We have a vision that we want to improve just the quality of life for everybody. That's all our ostomates, and also make a stoma nurse's job that little bit easier. We feel that with our products, we are able to do that, and we have a huge range of products that we are able to offer you. I will just click on. Sorry, bear with me 1 second. Oh, hang on a minute, I can't see you. So as we go down, I'll get Judy to run the slides. I can't do it from here. Judy, are you able to move it?
Can you see it, Zoe? I can see it on my screen.
You see it on yours?
Our products? Is that?
Yeah. So if we go down to the next slide.
Oh, sorry. Beg your pardon.
No, that's all right. Gotta love a bit of technology.
Sorry.
It would be much better to have just presented in person. Thank you to COVID, that's not possible.
Not sure. Oh, I apologise. I'm not sure why that's not moving on. I might just stop sharing and then reshare if that's okay.
Something was going to go wrong. There's no way we could have
Yeah, that's a shame.
perfectly.
It all worked before. There we go. Is that?
Yeah,
okay?
Perfect.
Great.
Perfect. So with this slide, this is a short overview of the products that we are commencing our launch with here in Australia. I'll go into depth a little bit more during the presentation about each one. And these will be available from the 1st of February. So we're all very excited and we've all been really waiting for this to happen. We've added the allowance onto there just for each product. It just makes it easier, more visual, very quick to go through. But Tracy and the team can help you with any questions that you may have. They'll be happy to do that for us. So as we move through, what we'll do, the next one is just a guide to peristomal hernias. We all know what a peristomal hernia is, and we know how it can impact our patients' lives. The main complaint from patients here in the UK with peristomal hernias is the pain, the discomfort, dragging feeling, and it makes them feel like they need to hold their stoma up. This is just a short guide. It's more for patients' information rather than clinical information, but we just thought we'd add it in so that you know exactly what's in the brochure. It just gives the patient a little bit more of a view of what's happening to their bodies. And then what we'll do is we'll go down onto the next one. So this is the breathable support range. This is what we're all sort of really excited about. So if you haven't already received your samples, then ask the team at Sutherland. They will be able to get some samples out to you. I would recommend get them in the sizes that would fit you, because then you can try them. When I first started speaking to Judy, Meredith and Tracy, I'm sure they thought I was mad. And I said to them, get a pair in your size, put them on and wear them, because the best thing is to wear these products and then you will have an overview of just how good they are. We do them here in the UK. When I first started out, it was actually recommended by the colleague that I took over from. She said, wear everything, every single day. And then when a patient asks you, you can give them that honest feeling and impression on your garments. It's worked wonders. The best way with a product to help people is to have worn it yourself. You can never give an opinion on something that you haven't tried. So definitely get a pair, definitely try them. You will love them, I guarantee it. I've been wearing mine for ages. Altaf's actually sent me 2 lots now because I wear them so much. So you might be thinking, why are we so excited? What makes this product so different? It looks similar to the garments that you're already using. They're already on the market, they're already available. Why bring something new to the table? I'm going to run through a couple of the main features. The breathable shorts and briefs, they have been specifically manufactured for the Australian market. We're utilising the latest fabric and design advances that we have available here. When you get yours, I'm not too sure if anyone has them already, but you will notice that there's a unique small square pattern on the brief. They're made from a light but supportive material, and it allows airflow and breathability, perfect for the climate that you're in at the moment. Not so much needed here because it's -3, but where you are, it's a lot warmer. It keeps the user cool and comfortable and allows them just to be able to wear it throughout the day without becoming uncomfortable. That's one of the main things. That's something that we desperately needed to achieve with this garment. It has a always stretch, so it stretches in every direction. And like all of our products, it's been designed to be worn over the stoma pouch without restricting the natural flow from the stoma. Everyone is so worried about putting something over their stoma and restricting that flow or causing problems. We've had so many instances with patients saying, everything will just go back into my body, it will never come out if there's something over it. Without actually trying that, they'll never know, but encouraging them that it's fine and it's been tested, and we can guarantee you that that is not the case. And obviously in the UK, it's been fantastic. The added benefit is it smooths out the shape of the body, it offers discretion, and it does reduce the appearance of hernias. Hernias can cause swelling and bulges that patients become very conscious of, and these garments will help with that as well. I'll tell you a little bit of the science behind it, but Altaf will go into detail. The support briefs are made using seamless technology. They're a unique double jersey structure. This is the main product. They hold their shape with the jersey structure. It lasts longer when you're washing and wearing. They don't lose their stretch. And the comparable garments over time, they lose stretch. The more they're washed, the more they're worn. The comparable garments use a 2x2 rib construction, which is slightly different. It relies on a mechanical stretch. The jersey structure is a lycra stretch, so it is able to hold its shape a lot better. They come in a variety of colours and sizes. They're easy to measure, which would make it very easy for you to be able to provide these for your patients, and they're extremely competitively priced. So I'm sure you're going to be very happy with that bit. So if we pop on to the next one, and then it will just show you a little overview of the colours and sizes that we have available at the moment. They range from small to extra large, but your contact that you normally deal with at Sutherland, they can give you all of the information that you need to know. I won't run through too much with that and waste more time. So the next product that I have to show you are our men's girdles. Our men's girdles can be used for a range of things, from inguinal hernias, being able to support the abdominal muscles, and for parastomal hernias. They will help also with stoma support if you have a patient saying they might not necessarily have a hernia, but they feel dragging sensation, or they feel that their pouches get too heavy. These garments will help with that. They offer a firmer support than the breathable range of shorts and briefs, and they feature a Y front. I'm not too sure if you can see on the photos, a Y front design. It gives support evenly across the whole abdomen. They're complemented by a microfiber material that is where when there's no support that's needed, it's nice, it's soft. We all know that some men don't like being trussed up or in anything uncomfortable, so we've made these as comfortable as possible. They also have a fly just to make it convenient for them, that if they need one, then there will be one there. They're available in black, white and a neutral colour, 2 different height options dependent on where their stoma has been placed, and they come in a brief or a boxer short style depending on user preference. We have got a sizing guide just to help you with that. They're very easy to measure for, and I will be going through the clips to show you how to do that. We do have a short video to show you how to do that. If you've got any sizing queries, myself and your ladies at Sutherland, they will be able to help with the sizing. I obviously fit for these every day, and once you become familiar with the way to do it, it is extremely easy to do. So these are our ladies' girdles, same technology as the men's girdles, and they are extremely popular in the UK. They offer a firm support and the always stretch. The stretch that we have with our breathable garments, we have exactly the same with our ladies and our men's hernia support girdles. They are comfortable to wear all day, and they will allow the stoma to work effectively underneath. The ladies' girdles are perfect for a more curvaceous lady, where sometimes the belts might move around, and it can be uncomfortable if you've got something constantly riding up or down. So the ladies' girdles are a great option for that. If you have someone, it's more so if their waists are a lot smaller than their hips, then the girdle will fit a lot better, offer the same support, there's no compromise, but it's just another avenue. We find that ladies need that more than men do. They are also discreet under clothing. So if you are wearing dresses and shorts like you will be there, you won't be able to see them. And they do come with the option of lace as well. Just because they've had a stoma doesn't mean that they need to go into big girl pants and not feel sexy anymore. So we have got a lace option for it. They are perfect for patients also with very low or heavy hernias. Sometimes if you have someone with an extremely low hernia, a belt can pull that down, not provide the lift that they need. With the girdles, where the support is tailored all the way down into the groins, this will help lift and support that hernia and that stoma. And the support is built in from the gusset of the pants all the way up to the top. They're available again in black, white and neutral. I know you have a Corsinel product very similar on the market. These are only available in white, which we find is a bit of a problem in the UK. Hence the ladies' girdles here, and they also come in the 2 depth sizes that you're used to. We call them low-waisted and high-waisted, but we do have a size chart as well for you to have a look at. They come in a variety of sizes for everybody's needs. And like with the men's girdles, you would measure very similarly for both girdles. So this is a short visual guide just to explain the process. It will be available to you to help with fitting. And after the presentation, we're going to show you just a short video clip that we have available here in the UK. With COVID, we have had to adapt the way that we work slightly, and we've found that with the video clip, patients are able to visually see what's going on and how the garments should fit and how they should look. Tracy and Judy and Meredith will be able to provide you with all of the material that you need. If you would like the video links, if you would like any of the measuring guides, we can provide those for you. So the next one is what we're all quite excited about, is the shield belt. So the shield belt here has been here in the UK for just over a year. We launched it a while ago at a ASCN, which was just fantastic. We all love the ASCN. At the first glance, you'd probably think, well, it's just the same as every other belt. Why would you bring this to Australia? It's only when you take a closer look that you'll see that it's completely unique in its design and why your patients are going to love it as much as our patients do here in the UK. The reception for it has been huge. And I don't think we anticipated, Altaf will probably tell you later, how people would react to this. So I'll just go through a little bit with you. The fastening we use on our belts is slightly different. It's second to none that you can get on the market today. The easy peel adjustment, or what a lot of our patients lovingly call the ears of the belt, they are there to gradually tighten or loosen the garment. When applying the garment over a hernia, we advise patients to lie down, let the hernia reduce, and then slowly walk the belt with the ears onto the Velcro pad to the required support level, the one that they think they are able to manage. Once it's done, they can stand up, adjust, and then if they need to, they can either slightly tighten or slightly loosen the belt to make it more comfortable. You don't need to take the belt off when you are needing to drain your pouch. This can be done through the belt, and one of us can show you how to do that. It's extremely easy. It means then that you're not releasing the hernia every time you need to drain your pouch. If you're draining your pouch 4 or 5 times a day, there is no way that you could lie down every time, pop that belt back on, keep the hernia in, and then get on with your daily chores. It's not something that we're able to do. The belt is made with the same always stretch function that we have on every other garment. It allows the stoma to work effectively, offers firm support for the hernia, and complete comfort for the user. That's our aim. We want the patients to wear these. We don't want them to get belts they're uncomfortable, they won't wear them, they end up in a drawer, they're no good in a drawer. So we need to make sure that they are as comfortable as possible to wear. The belt has the added benefit of the protective shield that you can see in the photos. This shield attaches to the inside of the belt with a Velcro fastening. So this means that it can be taken in or out of the belt as and when they need it. The plastic is an ABS, very durable plastic, and it offers protection for the user. It has multiple functions now. The belt doesn't just have one function. You can now use it for multiple of things. For instance, if you're a tradesperson, you're a builder, you're going to need the shield at some point during your daily routine. You go to work in the morning, you might have an hour and a half's drive to your first job. You get there, shield's not in, belt's on, nice and comfortable. When you're going to do a job that may require the shield, in your glove box, shield out, pops it straight into the belt, and then you have that protection there, an all-round protection. Finishing for lunch, you don't want to sit down with a plastic shield. Shield comes out, sit, eat your lunch, enjoy, and then you might have something easier to do in the afternoon, so you can keep the shield out. We also find here that we have it a lot for contact sports. We have a lot of football, rugby, you have a lot of surfing. So if someone's lying flat on a surfboard, they might need that shield just for that little bit of impact. They can wear it for surfing, they can wear it in the pool. When they're finished, shield comes out, they might then want to go home, do a bit of gardening. They can wear the belt for gardening, for doing bits around the house DIY, giving that firm support every day. We've also found with the shield that it does reduce some pancaking issues. We have a few of these in the UK. I'm not too sure whether it's because we eat a lot of stodgy foods, but we have a few pancaking issues here. The shield does provide a release from that pancaking issue. It's because it increases the stoma function, keeps anything from pressing directly on the stoma, causing that pancaking effect. So we have found that it does work very well for that instance as well. So then if we just pop down and I'll show you some of the sizing, you will have all of this, it's in the brochure for you. What we've done with this belt is we have made it available whether you are a right-handed ostomy or a left-handed ostomy. It's available in 3 different depths, 15 centimetre, 20 and 26. We have been running since 2009 and we have found that these are the standard depths that most people need. They come in black, white or neutral, so they will blend under any clothing that they're wearing. And they're also available in a range of sizes from small to 2 extra large. We have an easy to use size chart and measuring instructions. The ladies will be able to take you through those as well. Extremely easy to do. You just need to take a couple of measurements from your patient and you'll be able to order these garments. We have attached a couple of order forms for you to have a look at. So this one here is just your support belt measuring, lying down, standing up. You will have this when you are going to measure anybody. This is the order form. We've tried to make it as simple for you as possible. You don't want time having to look at forms and work out where things go. So we've tried to make it as simple to quickly fill out and send across. They will be sent to you by your contacts here at Sutherland. So our products will be launching on the 1st of February. We are very excited. And we are hoping that in time, this is just our first range that we'll be able to offer you. We have multiple ranges here in the UK. We are hoping that at some point, some of those will be able to come over to Australia as well. So fingers crossed, you may well see more of us. We've added the SAS allowance to the brochure for you and just a short summary about each product, more so for your patients so they can have a quick flick through and become familiar with them. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Hope it didn't babble too much for you. And we will be here to answer any questions. We do have a short video to play you. And thank you all for listening. Have a lovely evening.
To measure for a belt, initially take your patient's waist measurement with them lying down. Then when they are standing, measure the waist again ensuring this is at the widest part of the hernia. Lastly, take a height measurement. To take a height measurement, place the tape in a comfortable position above the hernia. Measure over the fullest part of the hernia to a comfortable point below it. Using the 3 measurements, you can locate the relevant product code in the fitting manual. This will allow you to choose a belt that will maximise the patient's comfort whilst also minimising any rolling of the belt. The multi-size fitting belt will allow your patient to experience the comfort and support offered by the Suportx Easy Peel belt. You can find all the appropriate sizing and specifying details for the Easy Peel belt in your Suportx measuring kit. Measuring to fit a girdle is a 3-step procedure. Firstly, measure around the body over the widest part of the hernia. Secondly, take a hip measurement. Use the larger of these 2 measurements. Now measure round the body over the widest part of the hernia with the patient lying down. The 3rd step is to take a height measurement whilst the patient is standing. It's the height measurement plus the patient's own preference that will determine how high the garment sits on the patient. Using the 3 measurements, you can locate the relevant product code in the fitting manual. If you need a bespoke garment, please contact Suportx, who will be happy to advise you.
Okay, Altaf, would you like to add any comments?
Good afternoon, guys. My name is Altaf. I'm one of the directors of the company and really just here to assist with any questions that people may have. I think Zoe presented the garments as well as we could in the circumstances. Of course, the ideal way would be to actually do this face to face. If there's any questions, more than happy to answer them. But also just to quickly let you know that we're very excited about the Australian market. Myself and a colleague did visit a year, 18 months ago, and we may have met with some of you guys already. I can't see who's actually on the chat at the moment. And the positivity that we saw in Australia towards the Suportx range was actually wonderful. So, you know, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. And that's what encouraged us to partner up with our friends at Sutherland and to look at launching. As Zoe mentioned, we are the leading company within the UK and certainly Germany, but a lot of the European countries. So we do look at product development very seriously, and as Zoe mentioned, our aim is to make the lives of our valuable patients much more comfortable, easier, because we know that a lot of people who have a stoma have been through a journey, and when they come to the end of the journey where the stoma is actually done, I mean, with modern science nowadays, stoma is not the first option for most people. There's all sorts of treatments that are available. So they really appreciate the fact that, yes, they have a stoma, but quality of life is really what we are after, to make sure that people after stoma surgery can maintain a reasonable quality of life, and this is what we strive to do. So as I mentioned, we have, as Zoe mentioned rather, we have a lot more products that we would like to bring to the Australian market. Of course, you don't want to eat too much in the first place, so we want to get used to the Australian systems, etc. But you'll be seeing a lot more of us. For example, we have a new and very exciting range, which is a belt which is fully breathable, or shall I say more breathable than the current shield belt that we are launching in Australia. And we're very excited about that. In the UK and in mainland Europe, we've had extremely good responses to that. A slightly different technology to the one we are using at the moment, but nevertheless gives the end user and the nurse a further option, because we all know that all of us are different in our own ways. So what's good for one may not work for the second person, and so forth. So what we are trying to do is to actually cover the entire range. So when you're seeing a patient, you've got a Suportx pack there, and hopefully the vast majority of people you'll be able to service using that one pack. I think Zoe's covered most of the other areas. Just to mention that on the first range, the breathable briefs and shorts, of course, they were specifically designed for the Australian market, but also we were under a tremendous amount of pressure from the SAS authorities, etc. And we were asked, well, why should we accept this range? You know, what's so unique about it? So obviously the unique qualities Zoe mentioned to you, but as well, we've made it our mission to make sure that we are the most competitively priced products within the market sector. So there is a cost saving there to be had as well for the SAS, which I'm sure they'll be very happy about. I'll stop babbling on now because it is quite early in the morning and quite late for you guys. So hand it over to Judy and any questions that you may have.
Just excuse me, I've been cooking dinner while I've been listening, but I promise I've been paying attention. So you're just getting a quick little sweaty face Tess in the kitchen. So hi. Quick question, why don't the girdles, have the same allowance as the underwear? Because to me, they're more comparable to an underwear garment than a belt garment.
Tracy?
I'm honestly not sure. I understand what you're saying, but I'm not sure why that's the allocation. When it was all submitted, that was the allocation that was put forward. So yeah, honestly can't answer that. I mean, all our products are also available from our website. So ostomy patients or anyone else can purchase them on top of their allowance, but that was just what was allocated through the scheme, unfortunately.
I think it'd be worth you guys questioning that, because the girdle ones, like the lacy type underwear ones, look far more comparable with the existing underwear garments than the belts. Just a thought.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yes, great. Yep.
Can I just come in? Tez, I think I may have some more information on this because we've dealt with the SAS directly. So, and as Zoe mentioned, I think the two ranges. So if we compare the breathable garments to the actual support girdles, they are in different categories. So for example, the breathable garments are very comparable to currently what you are getting from I think there are various companies supplying this, and these are used as everyday medium support garments, whereas the support girdles are more comparable to Corsinell range. So what people often do, and this is the same in the UK as well, by the way, because I think Australia and UK work quite closely when it comes to SAS and the NHS. They really look at each other. And what we find is that with the firm support garments, which the range is, the men's and ladies support girdles, a lot of people will actually wear either normal underwear or the breathable range under the garment, so that they don't have to actually service those garments as much. They are used more as a firm support garment, whereas the breathable range is used more of an underwear garment, so a day-to-day use garment.
Cool. And just an observation, and I think that the POMs amongst you will get it, that shield just looks totally like a cricket box.
It actually does. It is based around that idea.
Yeah, I love it. I thought it was fantastic. I'm a massive cricket fan, and the first time I saw that when Judy sent me the catalogues was just, that is just a cricket box. Out and out, a cricket box.
Fabulous.
Sorry, that's just my little funny for the moment.
Yeah, no, that's great. Thanks you so much.
Thanks for answering the question.
There's another question here. Is there a grading system re the amount of support?
Yes, there is. I mean, different companies use different grades. What we normally refer to garments in terms of actual strength. We don't use numbers. We say this is either light support, medium support, or firm support. So that will be specified on each of the ranges because for people to understand it, the average person to understand it, you can't put level 1 support. What does that mean? Unless you write a whole paragraph about it, most people understand this is light support, this is medium support, and this is firm support. So yes, there is there is a grading system within our range.
Thank you, Altaf. Does anyone else have any questions? Please feel free to unmute yourself and ask if you would like to. I don't see any other questions. No. So Tracy, did you have anything you'd like to say?
I mean, sorry, my video's off. Hey, so you should have all of our contact details. So you feel free if you want samples and you want us to come out and show you the materials or demonstrations. With the garments, they are R2 restricted garments, so they will come through, and we do advise when they ring our customer service always to go back to the stoma nurse, because you guys are the experts at the end of the day, to make sure appropriate measuring's done and they're actually getting the right product for the right issue that they've got. So we would really like to work closely with all of you to make sure that the right garments get to the right ostomate, and they're fitted well and they're appropriate for use. So, we would really love to be part of your clinics and support, and we can give you any assistance you want with measuring along the way if you need to. So please reach out to us.
Actually, there is another question here. Do we have any clinical papers evidence for the effectiveness of preventing hernias?
Yes. Absolutely. There is a lot of research already done and a lot ongoing research. There are some research papers that we will share with, I don't know whether we've already shared with Joe, because unfortunately Joe is not in this meeting. But yes, and I can easily ping them over. So if the guys at the guys at Sutherland will be able to share. The problem with a lot of the research that's been done up to now is because it's not concluded, unfortunately, it cannot be published. There are some published results in terms of effectiveness, but there was a recent article which I'll obviously ping over to the Sutherland group, and it clearly, this is by the ASCN, who I think is recognized right throughout the world, and it clearly identifies that yes, in cases where somebody has a hernia, whether it's the beginning of a hernia or a hernia is developed already, the most effective way is to actually use a well-fitted support garment. The word well-fitted is really emphasized there because the fitting is very, very important. For prevention, it's recommended to use mid-level support garments so that it prevents the onset of a hernia. Of course, it can't always be guaranteed like everything else in life, but there is very, very strong evidence to suggest that, because I think in the UK, certainly we find that hernia repair surgery is quite often not successful, unfortunately, because the first thing the surgeon has to do with the peristomal hernia is to actually resite the stoma. And that in itself is quite a major operation for somebody. And then they repair it with the mesh. And I think the figures are a little elusive, but certainly more than 50% find that the hernias come back, unfortunately. So hernias repair surgery is not undertaken in the UK unless it's extreme, it's an extreme case. Quite often the evidence leads to conservative management using a support garment. So I'll provide all those papers, the ones we have available anyway.
And Altaf, there's just an additional part to the question. Do we recommend the garments be used before 6 weeks post-op?
I would always recommend that a garment be used depending on the person's condition, because not everybody is the same, unfortunately. Obviously, that's for the clinicians and the medical experts to decide. But yes, in the UK, we have people within 3 weeks wearing, for example, the breathable garments, the breathable briefs and shorts. And the way we do it is quite often, because there is inflammation there post-surgery, we would then go up a size. So if somebody actually measures, for example, a large, extra large, we would give them the next size up just for that duration. So a couple of garments so that they're wearing something to get comfortable and also to get used to wearing a support garment. Because, I mean, certainly now with all that's happened around the world, lots and lots of healthcare organizations will be looking at preventative, because we know that preventing something in the long term saves a lot of money for the NHS and for the, you know, for all the systems. Because yes, it can be used. We use 3 weeks post-operatively, but sometimes size up if required.
Thanks to everyone for coming on tonight, because I know it's the end of a long day and we really appreciate all your support. But please reach out to us if you need anything, and you know, we've got access all the time to our UK partners if there's questions we can't answer. And we look forward to seeing you in clinics, hopefully.
Yes, absolutely.
If COVID allows, and seeing you face to face where possible.
Thanks, everyone. Have a nice night.
Thanks, Altab.
Thank you.
Most welcome. Thank you all. Thanks very much.